You cornbread and overeating motherfuckers.
We don't use
the way I talk.
We don't use the King English. We use Stony Island English, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, we already in here. Welcome everybody to Alpha Male Mondays. This is what we doing, man. We got a fun show for y'all, man. I cannot wait to get into this shit. I miss my brothers. At first, I was like, make sure everybody cool. And then I was like, man, I'm tired. All my niggas tired over the weekend. But, you know what I'm saying? I said, why not? Get these niggas on the phone and let's have some fun, nigga. Kick off the week right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Give it up for Baldhead, DJ Sidekick, Antoine Scott, Larry Lancaster. These are the horsemen out here. I want to take this time out to say, Antoine, prayers go out to you. I saw what happened on the Instagram, man. I remember when I lost my grandfather in '96 Easter. So everybody, salute Antoine Scott, King. Look at you for his granddad passing, man. I saw the video. I saw the pictures. Antoine looked like he was distinguished next to his grandfather. So, yeah, that was big. You know what I'm saying? No joke.
So Larry, I'll be up there tomorrow.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, the wake tomorrow and the funeral on Wednesday. So I'll be up there tomorrow.
Oh, right. I forgot your people's from what time, man?
I probably get in town about three or 4. Yeah.
Salute.
So I'll have you tomorrow night when I get done.
Yeah, whatever you need, man. Just let me know.
Yeah, whatever. If you need anything, Twan, you need anything?
I'm good, brother. Thanks for asking. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna pray for you.
Wait, y'all. Wait, guys. Wait.
Hey, great. What you gonna overnight this shit? What you?
He might need a bag or something.
You saying the shit like you in Baltimore? I already said.
Man, you the kid.
He might need something, nigga. What you talking about, Larry?
I'm trying to sound like the funeral home director.
Listen here.
Nigga, hear out of niggas things and shit. If there's anything you need, we
anything you need.
That's what happened with niggas. They go right there. See, when you pull your heart out,
what we talking about?
To your comrades, one of the comrade niggas ain't gonna go with it. Larry, if he needs something, nigga, I ain't gonna say, call me. This is what niggas don't do. If you gonna send a nigga help, you don't wait for the nigga to call. You just say, yo, what do you need? He gonna say, I don't need nothing. He gonna say, I need that.
But especially
Larry.
But I'm more in a position to do it for him, Greg. That was the
He's
point.
He's there.
That was the fucking point.
But see,
I swear I hate that motherfucker.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Antoine. I love you. I don't got shit, but I'm gonna send you these prayers that my grandmama told me.
Hey, brother, that's good enough. Send them prayers my way.
Because you look like you losing weight, nigga, in the face, nigga. What you doing? You running? What are you doing?
I lost 21 pounds.
I knew something was wrong with you when I saw him. Like, why the fuck is this nigga face getting skinny?
Yo, you lost 21 pounds?
You lost 21 pounds?
That's why I was running late because I was leaving the gym.
He undercover on a new case.
I had to go deep on the cover and let it lose that. I had to lose weight there. I said, nigga, for this project, we need to do it.
Hey, like what you doing?
Hey, Antoine, what you going back to high school? Y'all got another 20.
Man, that nigga look young than a motherfucker. That nigga the oldest on the tour, probably. That nigga look young as shit.
That nigga looked like that Dominican pitcher that everybody was mad at when they was like, that nigga ain't 12. Remember that nigga in the World Series?
Like that one on the AAU basketball team.
Yeah, that's what you look like, a Dominican. You look like a Dominican pitcher, nigga.
Just look at you.
Hey, Baldhead.
Yeah.
What you in Beijing?
What?
I'm
in the house thing. Nigga.
I was okay. I got confused because your beard looked like you had a passport. I thought the motherfucker was in Beijing with all that shit you got on. That motherfucker darker than Don Cheadle, nigga. That bitch is.
Hey. All you gotta do
is that nigga.
All you gotta do is stop having that Hitler/sword fighter mustache.
Hey,
look like all he do is run around all day talking about, I'm God, I'm God.
Boy, you look like you got some motherfucking park rangers after your ass, nigga. You look like a man for real.
All I want you to know, that hairline got one more
Shit. My hairline good, nigga.
No, it ain't, nigga. Your forehead good. The hairline is.
The hairline and the eyebrow, they confused. Nigga, fuck you talking about, nigga, they confused.
That nigga hair, that nigga, the top of his head look like a Forest Preserve, nigga. They finna have a barbecue and a family reunion on your head.
And then here comes a black man.
We start the show, get that nigga. Oh, shit.
I just want to know, is that a Bugle Boy nose you're wearing?
Nigga.
What did he say? A Bugle Boy nose?
Bugle Boy. He said Bugle Boy. You know what I'm saying? Bugle Boy.
You can tell what nigga old though. He said Bugle Boy.
A Bugle Boy nose.
You can tell you old too, because you know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, nigga. Hey, you got a pair of merry-go-round jeans from Guess, nigga. You got a pair. Fuck you talking about?
I'm motherfucking light skin with dark skin features, nigga. That's what I am.
Nigga, you got on some Route 66 jeans from Walmart. Shut up.
No, that's Antoine got them on.
It's copwear. You got on copwear.
They is undercover jeans.
I got on the pair of Russells, nigga. Keep it right.
And Ballhead know his big ass can't fit in no designer jeans. All he can wear is some bullshit from Foreman Mills.
Boy, I wear Levi's. I wear everything.
That nigga got his jeans from goddamn Home Depot.
Man, get that nigga.
Nigga, fuck you in the civil rights ass glasses you got on. Nigga.
All Ballhead can fit is carpenter jeans.
That nigga got on Malcolm X first
Walmart jeans.
Yeah. Them Walmart jeans with no name on them bitches.
Nigga.
The name of it is jeans. They jeans.
They just call jeans.
Yo, man, I got some shit to get off my chest, dog. Man, I hope everybody had a good weekend this weekend, Twan. You know, exception, brother. But you know, let me tell y'all this, man. So, you know, after we do Alpha Male Mondays, right? And we all on the tour and all that. And when I tell you, I get more judgy ovarian niggas complaining about us saying we alpha males, right? I'm saying just sure. I get more, not that the chicks come in on the comment and be like, what the fuck is that? And what is this? And this and another. I get more niggas. I ain't gonna say niggas, I'm gonna call them ovarian kids. Right? Most of these dudes have ovaries. You know what I'm saying? So when they let their ovaries show, this is what's going on, right? So Ballhead, Larry, Twan, Kick, do y'all think we need alpha males in our neighborhood, man? In our community? Kick, I'm gonna start with you first, big dog.
Hell yeah, you do. Especially this time of age. Yes, you definitely do.
Why you say that, big bro?
There's too much of this. It's too much of this funny shit going on right now.
Funny shit like,
as you call them,
girls.
Listen, it's like, I mean, everybody have a place. I get it.
Yeah.
They're trying to wash out the Afro male, especially the black men. They're trying to wash us out very quickly and easily. It's disgusting. Like, it's like, come on now. You don't see it on TV no more. You don't see it nowhere. Nowhere.
I mean, Ballhead, what you think, bro? That's a good point, Kick. Ballhead, what you got, OG?
Man, fuck them people, man.
Just like
they got a situation. They tried their best, and they're doing a hell of a job with destroying masculinity. Number one.
Yep.
A black man standing strong. If he in the household or not in the household, they don't want to talk about that. They don't want that to be seen. And for you to say it's more men doing it, I guarantee you, it's men that didn't have a father or uncle in their ear. So they were raised by women, and they got a lot of women traits.
Tendencies.
Yeah.
And Twan.
Yeah, it makes the same.
Who cutting grass in the back? Who cutting grass?
What?
Good. I just hear a noise. That's all. That's all right. Twan, what you big bro? What's your cousin?
Who cutting grass in the back? You threw me off like a bitch. I said, who the hell cutting grass?
That's all. It's got noise. That's all. It's okay now. Go ahead.
No, to piggyback what Bo here said, you need more alpha males in these guys' lives. You look at the kid with the Cam Newton situation.
Okay.
Who was on the football field being disrespectful, and Cam kept saying, "Where your father at? You know, where your dad at?
Yeah.
Where your father at?"
Yeah.
Apparently, he had one out there because the kid was so disrespectful. When you got this guy that took time out of his schedule to come and teach you kids, and you call somebody, I forgot what he kept calling him. Oh, you a free agent? You a free agent or whatever he kept calling him. This man is a Heisman Trophy winner. This guy's an MVP of the NFL, but you got this kid keep being disrespectful because he's probably raised by a bunch of women, which ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's a lot wrong with it, but go ahead.
Yeah, he probably didn't have no alpha male in his life to teach him right from wrong and not how to be disrespectful the way he was.
Right.
So you need alpha males in your community, man. Sometimes that these kids need to be taught the right way of doing things.
Yeah.
Like changing the damn tire, changing the oil.
Yeah.
Or cutting the grass.
Taking the trash out.
Take the trash, all that.
Being stand up and knowing when something is wrong to try to correct it, or if you wrong, be a man and say you was wrong.
That's true.
Larry, what you got, big bro? You the sensei. Go ahead.
Well, these things come from a historical perspective. And so if you think about from slavery, the target was always the black man, because so goes the black man, so goes the black family, so goes the black family, so goes the black race. And so what happens is, like you guys touched on before, too many of men are missing in action. And a lot of young boys, young black males don't see strong black role models, and they don't see a good representation of what manhood looks like. And so when you don't really have examples, people kind of make shit up. And this way you get these terms of toxic masculinity, because people don't really know what manhood is. They try to give you a version of what they think it should be. And especially if it's from a female perspective, she can't really tell you what a man should do and what he is. She can explain it, but she can't give you a living, breathing example. And of course, the media plays on that because it's not productive for white supremacy to exist with strong black male role models. When you look at TV, a lot of times you see they try to feminize the black man. You see the black man is missing. You see they pair out beautiful black women actresses with white actors, thus subliminally telling you that the black man is not here. He's non-existent. You look at a lot of commercials now. You see families with a white man, a black female, and mixed children. And so that's their idea of diversity. But what it says to me is, what's wrong with the black family unit? You can see a white man and a white woman with a family. You can see two black gay men having a family, but you can't see a black man and a black woman having a family unit. And so this is what happens when you don't tell your own story. You don't have control of your narrative. Other people tell what your narrative is for their own benefit. So by us coming out and saying this is alpha male, it's not like no cocky shit like we run around and tell niggas what to do. It's just about being a strong black role model and being a responsible man, and also being a natural leader where you're not trying to be a boss, but a leader where people see your example. You try to do right by people. You try to be responsible. You take care of your family, and you do different things that what it means to be a manhood.
So, great point, fellas. So, listen, I went to the comments right now, and it's the sister. She sent her comment around 6:40 here on the platform. Her name is K-A. I mean, K-A-Y-A-Y-E, right? She said, wait, but what do you all consider to be alpha males? Because it has a real definition.
Right.
Way too many men think they are alphas when they aren't.
Right.
Also, not all boys raised by a dad end up being alpha men. What y'all think what the sister said? Salute, K.A.
I agree with what she just said. Wholeheartedly. I mean, everything she said was on point.
Twan?
Yeah, it was on point. You got to lead by example. You have to lead by example.
Ball head.
Man, fuck them people. Oh no, I was reading. KA made another statement too, but yeah, she on point with it.
Kick.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's true. I mean, but actually saying what is the definition of it? The definition is not just a one situation of definition.
Yeah.
It's taking care of your kids. It's being there for them. Yeah. It's, being sensitive to situations, being sensitive to your mom, being sensitive to your sisters, being sensitive to your woman, being sensitive to your kids. Like, it's so many different levels and things about it that it makes an alpha male. A lot of people get it mixed up with the ego side of the male thing. And
right.
And it's not an ego thing. It's not an ego thing at all.
Can I say, for me, an alpha male simply means being a natural leader and a leader of men. So when you walk in a room, if there's something that needs to be done, you're a man of action, you're a man of thought. And people will follow you because they know you're competent, you're cool-headed, you're not emotional, you're not so quick to lose your temper, and you can think things through, you can solve problems. You can
take action.
Mm-hmm. And so that's somebody who's a natural leader. It's not saying y'all do what I say. It's about like Sidekick and Antoine said, being an example. And so when you're an example, people will naturally follow you. And not being an alpha male is not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a knock to your manhood. You can be a beta male, but alpha male is something that's a little different. That when he walks in the room, he has a presence. He has a certain way about him that people naturally see, and it's instinctive.
He commands attention when he walks in the room.
Right.
And an alpha male is always going to have a certain amount of haters towards it, because when you walk in and you be in that presence, everybody's so used to trying to be alike each other. And when you stand away from that, it makes you feel like, oh, he's cocky, or he thinks he's this, or he thinks he's that. And it's like, no love lost. I'm not worried about nobody in here. Like I said, when I met Grady, his attitude, a lot of comics don't like Grady, but they don't know Grady. But
what do you mean that they don't like me? Explain.
They don't like the way you handle yourself. When you walk in, you're not, I guess, in themselves what they call humble. But you don't have to beg for a spot. You don't have to tap dance to try to get on stage. Just do your fucking job. You know what I mean? And it will come to you. If you're that funny and you get on that job and you get on that stage to do that job, we're gonna call you back. Don't worry about it. And a lot of them, they feel like it's like you should. How do you especially me, nigga? You big, you this, you that. What makes you so fucking confident? Because I know who the fuck I am. I know where I came from. I know the blood that runs through me. So there's nothing when I walk in a room, I feel like I'm the baddest motherfucker there. But at the same point of that, I could look at Antoine and be like, nigga, you lost weight, you look good, and give him the biggest, most respect of love. Grady, that big nigga, I'm trying to get my shit like that. I could give everybody they love because I'm not afraid of who I am. I don't have to, I'm not intimidated by nobody. What I want and what I do, I get. So
one of the main things we could do is get Baldhead and Larry to keep their ass still and quit moving on the damn screen. He getting cups of coffee and damn glasses. And Larry, if you touch that phone one more time, then I'm gonna cut your fingernails short and leave the camera on. And Baldhead he's trying to massage his feet with damn cup.
No, listen. What happened was my phone wasn't charging, so I had to go get another charger because I don't want it to cut out.
Larry. Don't explain. His wife made him go in the fucking den to do this. You don't explain to him. I am drinking my hibiscus.
If y'all could keep y'all ass still, I'm gonna put a seatbelt on y'all goddamn chairs, nigga. Keep still. All that damn moving.
See, that's you know what? You know what that is?
What is it?
That's that cop shit.
That's that police shit, right?
Be still, don't you move.
Thinking the same thing,
I'm gonna shoot you. Don't you move. Move
Stop
one
all
more
that
time.
goddamn moving in the
quiet.
back seat.
All that damn movement make me feel nervous. All that damn movement, oh, man, keep still. Keep still, man. All that goddamn movement. I'm about to put y'all about to go in the cell. I'm about to y'all finna go in the cell for damn little half hour.
How you trigger happy on the damn Zoom and shit? How you explain that to me?
Man, this is what I want to say, right? Y'all checking out these comments though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sister KA, she said just because you are intimidated to me, you're an alpha male. I'm not saying that you aren't, but I'm just saying. I don't,
Hold on. What was the question again? Grady? Or the comment?
So the comment was just because you aren't intimidated that you're an alpha male. I think that's what she's saying. I'm not saying that you aren't. I'm just saying. I don't, just put it out there. So we can, hold on, there we go. My man Blaze, he said, I had struggles becoming a man due to my household, the women are given power. When the guys try stepping up, we were told to be quiet. Okay, so right there, 1911. Check it out. I guess from boys that's raised by women, they take on the women trait in problem solving issues. Okay, so when you are told to be quiet, it's because she running the crib. You know what I'm saying? Or the family, the matriarch, the grandmother. We all got grandmothers, and they be like, all right, ain't nobody eating unless grandma sit down or unless grandma make the food, right? So you told to sit down because the other men are either cool with being kept or cool with just being quiet. So that means
he's not there.
Yeah,
he's saying, hey, I can't really speak just because I'm taught not to because my mom or my aunts or my big sister or my grandmother, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that when you're around the dudes or your cousins, now that you said, okay, I can choose self now. You know what I'm saying? You talk that I can choose self.
You got it on it.
Great.
Yeah.
What that is like Sidekick said, because the male presence is not there.
It's not there.
The women have taken on the masculine role in the family by default. And so what happens is, because see, women parent and raise men differently.
Definitely.
And I'm saying this with my son, whereas I will allow him to make mistakes. I will give him freedom, and I will just explain to him what the consequences may be. But women tend to, they try to control things a little bit more because it's harder for them to let go. Women love different, they parent different. Now, I'm generally speaking, of course, but of course, I'm there, I'm here, so I can pull it to the side and say, look, mama, let's do it this way, or let them try this way. And because we respect each other's input. And that's the other thing. Being an alpha male is not telling your woman what to do and not respecting what she has to say. Not necessarily because as a man, you don't know everything, but your job is to be a leader and guide the family in the right direction. But that doesn't mean controlling everything and not listening to other input. It also doesn't mean not following at some point. Now, if me and Ballhead go somewhere, right? Yeah. Ballhead has more knowledge of the subject than I do. Yeah. I'm not going to sit up there and try to compete with Ballhead. I'm going to follow what he's saying. I'm going to try to learn. So also to be a great leader, you should also know how to follow, how to goddamn listen, and how to pay attention and learn something. It's not always competing or showing whose dick is bigger.
Ballhead, what you think? Put that goddamn suit down. You should have ate before we started. Motherfucker.
Hey, Ballhead got a cup of gravy.
Pussy ass cup. Put that shit up.
All that damn slurping. It was just slurping.
Oh shit.
Cup of gravy. Get that nigga G.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad in that motherfucker.
Hey, did you see what I did though? I went and got a cup with a picture of Larry on it and the white man for. Look at the forehead. Look at this forehead. Look at this forehead.
Hey, yo.
That's what you think. That's what you think you got me on the rope.
Hey, boy, if you not
get that nigga started, man.
You say what?
Motherfuckers about to run up out this motherfucking chat room.
I'm serious. They could have wanted to do that. Listen, hey, this my take on the situation.
Come on, G.
About the man. Alpha, to some people, they look at it as an animal that is aggressive.
Right.
That is not what an alpha man is. Alpha man is a leader, and as Larry said, leaders can be led. Leaders can listen. We can shout out, but at the same time, like you said, when you walk in the room, you gonna know. Like back in the days when we used to go to the club or go somewhere, they'd be like, "Oh, there goes Charles." And Charles was the alpha. Them was them.
Yeah.
A lot of women are scared of Charles. They want the damn motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because a lot of women don't want to be submissive. And just because you're a submissive woman does not mean your man is leading you around it. Your man can be alpha enough to be a team with you.
Right.
Real shit.
You're going to compromise. We're going to work shit out. We're going to talk. And when it comes to these kids, see a lot of alpha males have their kids, their own kids. They direct and they do their own things. And then when they get a woman that's got kids, they get them kids in line. And I mean, get them in line by being in their life, being in their father. Alpha males is stepfathers.
Yeah, and it almost go to that point where a lot of women, they are attracted to alpha men. Okay? Because he's really just there to protect. He's there to lead. He's there to help. You know what I'm saying? So you can take care of a motherfucker, you can listen to a motherfucker, and you can care for them. A lot of people think love and care don't go hand in hand. Those are two totally, just different things in a relationship. It doesn't matter. You can love a motherfucker and you can care about it at the same fucking time. So if you got kids, so if the chick got kids,
Boy said they got the heater floor.
Somebody either got a heater on, a lawnmower on.
Is that who shit is that?
Who's doing drywall?
I hear that shit cracking.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell everybody, like, I hear that shit, man. Who cut grass? Cut that shit off. Boy, cut that poster off.
Nigga, I don't hear it on my end.
It's probably you, nigga.
That's because you got to open them doors behind you, motherfucker.
Nigga, I don't. Nothing. It ain't me. I ain't got no headphones on this.
You know what that shit is?
We got no headphones on
That's
this.
Antoine CB radio interfering with the goddamn phone. This nigga got a police scanner and is fucking with the podcast. Turn the shit off, Antoine.
Go get the fucking toaster, Twan. Cut it off.
There's all the Larry's antennas on top of his goddamn head. All them fucking towers on top of his goddamn head. It's making that shit. Every time you talk, Larry, this shit crack. This shit crack.
Okay. KA say she a teacher. Everybody mute themselves unless you talking.
See that? We listening, right? That don't mean we gotta be like, who you talking to? We could be like, you right.
You right. I ain't
right. Right? So check it out, right? So my man, it's a comment here say women love a man who can protect and provide, and we as women will be happy doing the rest. Is that true?
For the most part, I think what happens is a lot of women don't see that.
Everybody mute their phone if you ain't learned.
They don't see the example of an alpha male or a good strong male role model in the household to a degree. And so sometimes, I personally think we're at fault, man. We have left our women hanging and we haven't really stepped up and done the things that we need to do as men so they don't have to be men. They don't have to put up with the bullshit. They don't have to be angry because, they got to do every damn thing. And sometimes when a woman sees a man doing that naturally, then they'll naturally submit. A lot of guys say they want a woman to submit, But you gotta be doing the right shit for her to submit. She's not gonna submit to you just because you say I'm the man and do what the hell I say. That comes with a responsibility.
That's true.
Hey, another thing is you got to look at it like a lot of women don't know really what a man is.
Exactly what a man is.
And I kind of disagree with you, Larry, when you said it's us. It ain't us. It's the generations before us that got tied in with that bullshit. And then, with them running the man out of the house and all of that. Women have accepted money from the government and it built it down to a couple of generations of, if I get some money, I don't need no nigga. I don't need no man. So they've been picking a lot of clowns. They've been picking a lot of dudes that they got to deal with. But when they get to a certain age and they tired and they want that real man, they don't know how he look. Because you've been
that comes with the assumption that it's a lot of women that are, first of all, black women are college educated. They're making good money. A lot of them are making money in corporate America. So that's not the same thing. They don't need a man's money. So
but that's the setup of the state and how they moved everything, took the black man out the family.
Right, but I said that right?
Okay.
What you're saying is right, Larry. The fact of the matter is, it's different women just as well as it's different men. Now, let me talk about us as men. We gonna go fuck until we figure out what we want to do. If we want to settle down, we gonna settle down. Then when we ready to settle down, we done went through some good women.
Yeah.
We done went through a plethora of lousy motherfucking women. So now we kind of confused on our trust issues. And then if we was in a household where our mama was steady arguing about what our daddy didn't do, that's instilled in our head. You ever notice how some niggas argue all the time?
Yeah.
He damn near raised in the house with a woman that was always arguing all the time. So
clapping his hands and shit.
Yeah. They feel that's how it's supposed to be. It ain't supposed to go like that. If a man is real and a woman realize it, and sometimes the poor situation is we have to make up for all these niggas mess ups. However, I look at it like this. You chose that motherfucker. You was with him for a long time. All that bullshit he was throwing in your face, that's your motherfucker's fault. I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to do what he did. So, either you going to we going to work this shit out and build it, or we ain't.
I think we saying the same thing, Ballhead. It's just a matter of, like I said, because a lot of people haven't seen strong male role models. They don't even know what that looks like when they see it. And so the other thing is, I said it's our fault because if we're not settling down, if we're not committing, if we're not marrying women, if we're not being in good relationships, if we're not treating women responsibly, if we're not taking care of our children, then that is on us because we're leaving them to fend for themselves. So, and when I said that, I meant that collectively, not like individually. I'm saying
okay.
Men, because women will follow our example if we set the right one.
Now hold on. I want to say that. I want to interject. It's a comment that said, "No, when women needed to ask for help, the government said the man can't be in the home." Same thing that you said, Sidekick.
Same thing.
So if she feels like she wants our help, right? If she wants to, she needs the man's help, right? All of our, everybody that's in here, that's a man that's in the comment section, and the girl saying, "Hey, I need help," and then if the dude like, "All right, I can help," but then he do it when he wants to. Then if she keep asking, because we all been through the situation of knowing somebody that had a bad baby mama experience, you know what I'm saying? So we know when it comes to I've been to all of, well, I don't know about Kick and Twan, but Larry, but I do hear Ballhead, all right, so the thing is, if she says, "Well, hell, I need help," and we just like, we trying to get it. But we ain't, the jobs ain't fucking with us. So most niggas don't have the pride to be like, you know what? I'm gonna save me $300 to go buy me a motherfucking lawnmower so I can cut the grass and go get these $20 a house type shit and bring something to the table just because a girl is on my neck. Or it's the other side of it. The woman say, "Well, fuck him. I'm gonna get it from the white boy, the government, and then he's going to tell me how to run my household. And that's what usually is, the propaganda is usually pushed from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, so if the woman say, hell, I need you, and the dude saying, I'm here, but financially, then you saying, I need you this here, and then she's saying, well, I need 100 of you. You're like, well, look, you need the money. You don't need me here to love and care for you, but I can protect you. But we can't be here because you getting government assistance, and I can't be here.
But see, right now, the flip side, it ain't even all about government assistance. It's about them doing all their little split shit and then thinking that they don't need a man. And then when the time comes, they say that the black man is not protecting the black woman. A lot of the black women stand up like they don't need our protection. So we walk off and let it go.
So old girl just said, no, I don't need a man. I choose to have one. That's big, right? Because
very big.
Yeah, that's
you have
so,
to. Say,
you have another woman. My own personal experience with shit is when I'm ready and able to do what I'm supposed to do for my kids.
Yeah.
The baby mama shows the government getting it. And I'm like, they're not even going to give you what we working out. I'm fine with that. Because you can, you want to put me in the bind. So, you're going to put me in the bind. I do stand up. I'm going to stand up and stand on mine. So here come the government with the child support. They want to take the license. They want to do this, all of that. So then I fall back. And when I fall back, you know, I lose my kids. But now I'm going to do the extra when I want to do it. And then they say I'm wrong for that. No, I'm not wrong. If I'm keeping these papers up, you got me playing on these kids like it's a car. I don't got to drive that motherfucking car if I don't want to drive. I'm going to give you this money so I can stay in painful and keep on pushing. Now you like, you don't be here. Hey, I try to be around, come around me. All it is bitterness that they talk. I don't want that in my life.
Twan, mutual. So this it was another comment. She said, wait. Men are sometimes. It was you, Antoine, you piece of shit.
That shit ain't me, nigga. That shit ain't me. Now I'm telling you, that ain't me.
I know what it is, Twan. It's the old weight trying to come back.
I'll take that one, G.
Trying to come back.
Hey, Grady.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna respond to the other comment the sister said she don't need a man, we choose one. First of all, it depends on what you define as a need and what capacity are you speaking. Because for me, we need each other. I mean, I can't be a man without a woman, and a woman can't be a man without a woman without me. We need each other. It's like having a left and a right hand. You can't have one without the other. Now, we understand that the system was set up to, again, like I said, from slavery. This is something that's been going on where the black man is the target. And a lot of times we have, when you first of all, if a man can't provide for his family, that's going to be disastrous. A lot of times we've had kids out of wedlock, so the people aren't married. And so when you start adding public assistance and food stamps and welfare and all of that stuff, but that comes with the assumption that those are the only women we're talking about. As I said, there are women who are college educated and make great money. So that's not the only reality that we're talking about. We need each other. And the problem is we have convinced ourselves that we can get along without each other, and it's just disastrous. First of all, it's not natural for a man to be without a woman and a woman to be without a man. You can't have a family unit until you start with that.
True.
So if we said, right, because we've all been through, you know, life just like everybody else in the chat room. So if you saying your girl, she perfect at handling business, meaning like she's going to be respectful. She knows that what loyalty means to you, trustworthy, all that good shit, right? But then let's just say when the man get on his feet, then he shows like I can have whatever I want because now I finally have arrived, right? Do y'all think that played a part into, because sisters are saying, I'm waiting on him, but he's going out doing what he wants to do, and I'm sitting there waiting on him. Or she just like, I don't have time for niggas, because I'm into these books, and then I got this son I got to take care of. I got these twins I got to take care of. So I hear you, but then everybody have their own agenda. Do y'all think that separates the home? Relationship?
I wouldn't call it a separation because you're focused. It sounds like the sister's focused and doing what she needs to do for her son, because obviously the father's not in his life or he's not providing. So, like, again, it all comes back to the man. If the man is there doing what he's supposed to do, unless you got a chick that's just on, like Baldhead talking about, like this, just hell bent on sabotaging the relationship, it's just a matter of,
Julie,
you know, the man doing what he needs to do. A woman's, generally speaking, is going to be more submissive. Now, we know we play games, we womanize, we do all kinds of shit. And some of this stuff, we got to take accountability and responsibility for it. It's that simple.
So if I say this to y'all, right?
Put the damn cup.
People are offended. Twan, I'm going to go to you, Twan, because we ain't heard you, G. So, Twan, why do you think people are offended? Why do you think people are offended by the term alpha male? So when they say you got the hat on, they be like, what's that? You like, that's the alpha male comedy tour, right? And if a dude say alpha male, or if a female say alpha male, how do you respond to that, Twan? You know, how do you know?
It's all on how the person feels. If you're a weak individual, man, you're an alpha male, you're getting jealous and you get mad. You know what I mean? A guy like me and a guy like us, we're going to step up to the plate and do what needs to be done. I'm a cutting dry person, man. You know me, I'm military and law enforcement. I ain't trying to hear all that bullshit. If you're a man, you're gonna step up to the plate.
Bald head face.
Hey, you're gonna do what needs to be done. If you meet a woman and she got kids and you love her, you're gonna step up to the plate and them kids are gonna become your kids. And you're gonna take action, show them men to them kids what a real man is, regardless of what his father doing. They might be in their lives, they might not, but you're going to step up to the plate and do what needs to be done. I ain't trying to hear it. I had to learn on my own how to really, to be a man. I made mistakes in the past because my father never showed me. All my father did was, I'm about to go. My daddy stayed out the whole lot. You know what I mean? So a lot of stuff I had to learn on my own. So I made sure when I got older that I taught my kids what a man is and what an alpha male is. You know what I mean? How to change. You know how important it is for how to teach a kid how to change a tire, even for a female, a daughter. Like my daughter is the oldest. I just got done talking to her the other day. Once again, you know I'm me. I'm law enforcement in the military. Baby, watch your surroundings. I got her a stun gun. About to get these women a pistol. When you go to the car, make sure ain't no van beside you. Make sure you take different routes when you go home from work every day. Make sure you watch it. I teach mine all the time.
All I hear him talking. We ain't talking about
police.
G.I. Joe.
Hey, great.
Yeah, I'm just a cut and dry.
You telling the truth, man.
I just cut and dry with it.
Yo,
you telling the truth,
because again, part two.
Yo,
points.
if a guy comes to you and asks you about that, and you tell him what it is, and he has a problem. Now, if he's asking you because he don't know what you're talking about, that's one thing, and you get it right. But if he looking at you like, what? I don't have time for that. I don't have time.
Yes, that's the most. That kind of
energy I don't have time for. I'm out here trying to get this money. I got a grandchild. I don't got time to. So that kind of energy, I don't even face it. It's almost funny.
Right.
It's
that's where I'm at, Grady. I'm like, I wouldn't even entertain that shit.
Right.
Here's the first thing is we can define ourselves as we please. That's the first thing. Second thing is there were other comedy tours that were they offended when they had the redneck tour. Were they offended when they had the Kings of Comedy and you had 4 black men referring to themselves as kings? Were they offended when they had the Queens of Comedy? You had black women referring to themselves as queens. Like, you got all gay comedy troops and they call it LGBT or queer, funny and queer, whatever. Do they get offended at that? So if you're offended at the fact that we call ourselves alpha male, the only I can see somebody having a problem with that is if we're not living up to that title. and that would be.
Or they already had a problem with you. That's already.
Then that's an issue of being a hypocrite, not necessarily being an alpha man.
Put it like this, right? So
with that, but as far as that, fuck them.
So put it like this: I have never had to explain, right? I never had to explain, right? Because as sidekick knows, bald head knows, y'all all know. Don't nobody come approach me about nothing because you know I give respect. So if I give you the respect, you ain't got no choice but to give it back. So I usually don't have that shit in me. But I'm just saying, if a nigga's on, because the Twitter finger shit, the internet, the YouTube niggas like, well, he called himself. And so stuff like that be sitting there like, if I decide to read the comment, I'm like, oh, wow. You know, so somebody might say, well, when I went to the cigar lounge and the dude see the hat and it was a white guy and he was just sitting there looking at me and I had shared this with you, bald head. The motherfucker was like, yeah, man, what's that? And I was like, what's Alpha Male Comedy Tour? He was like, Alpha Male, what's that? I ain't say nothing. I was like, yo, pass the torch. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but I just think it's retarded to hear most niggas. And I think when niggas hear alpha male, they thinking these niggas is 6'9", 320, all muscle, you know, that type of shit. You know, just I'm like, well, I don't know what you think. I'm saying when I get on a show or get on the platform, and I'm like, this is what an alpha is. If the nigga ain't afraid to tell you, mind your fucking business, and if you and your girl is having a problem, don't get to rolling your head all the way. Don't get to rolling your eyes and all that shit. When it come down to dealing with bullshit, we usually do what? Shut the fuck up. In times of, you know, if it's some bullshit beef and motherfuckers like, what you gonna say? Nothing at all.
Right.
Buy a ticket. Stand next to me. You want to see what it is? You know what we're about any motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't try to settle someone's calm. You know, I mean, I should say their envy because I'm a calm spirited nigga. Everybody on the tour.
Wait. Can an alpha man be 5 feet? I'm asking for a friend.
If he can be whatever he wants, long as he wants. No.
He can be like this. Walk in the room.
Okay, I'm gonna be sidekick.
I ain't 5 shit, nigga.
Listen, Kevin Hart's an alpha male. Prince was an alpha male. Floyd Mayweather is an alpha male.
Yeah,
you got a whole gang of motherfuckers that's not. It's not about size. It's about your presence and and the kind of man that you are. You were now. I say this: if we was gorillas, the size would matter.
Right.
Now here's the difference, right? If anybody ever went to the zoo and really seen a fucking silverback gorilla, you wouldn't talk that shit. You gotta really see it. Hold on, wait. They only 4 feet height. Silverback gorillas is only 4.5 feet, but they not playing. They test shit up, right? So the size don't matter. It's always the heart of a nigga. It's always the heart of a nigga. It don't matter if a nigga, if he tall or big, do he have the same level of bullshit he about to go to, just like a motherfucker saying, I'm gonna prove you not one. Then we just say, sit back and be like, all right, well, you gotta prove it then. Now you prove it. It's because I'm willing to go the same level of violence that you are, if that's what it is. So I think that's always that's always an issue. Or it could be the pussy shit that's out there. Niggas say shit like, you light skin. Ain't nobody scared of light skinned killers. But then if we look at it, and if we've seen most killers are not even over 5'9". If we really sit down and look at Jim Jones and look at Charles Manson and shit like that, these niggas are little. They not big niggas. The Iceman was what? 7 something? The serial killing white people, maybe like 6'5", 6'6", some shit like this. A couple of niggas, but other than that, everybody is under 5'9". They are.
But Grady, how you gonna sit up there and compare some damn serial killers with alpha males and shit?
I hear you. What you say? What you say, Larry?
How you gonna compare some damn serial killers with alpha males?
I'm gonna tell you.
Hey.
If you heard what I said, hold on. That nigga bald head though. I'm saying, when it come down to when niggas say who they are, right? You're gonna everybody's not gonna like you. I'm the comic. Everybody's not gonna like me. because of the shit that I spew. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. Long as you ain't putting your hands on me, say what you want, and I'm gonna go this way, right? The difference is if a nigga say, well, let's try to discredit the nigga that say he's an alpha. So if you 4'6" and everybody like, that's a little bitty nigga, but the little bitty nigga is tearing shit up. He's shooting for dead life. He ain't playing or he fighting for dead life. It don't matter. It's the heart of a nigga. That's all. So if I stand there with a group of weak niggas, I'm not gonna diss these niggas. Because remember, a pussy gonna always pursue bullshit. Alphas ain't finna go back and forth. Like, you right, I'm a hoe, you right, I'm gonna go over here. Now you go out the way, you can't get out the way. Now shit can happen. And then now everybody's like, oh man, what can happen, man? This nigga done shot somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that, like, people will be like, well, let's discredit what an alpha is. Or what he like.
Hey man, let me tell you, my grandmother told me, man. My grandmother told me a long time ago. She said, you know, it was some black folks that did not like Martin Luther King or what he was doing. And I said, what do you mean? The man was marching for peace. He was telling people not to be violent.
Right.
He said, and they hated him for it.
Real shit.
Hated him for it. So it don't matter what it is. This is my whole thing about it.
Come on.
Fuck, we can say what we is. We're going to show you what we are. Because there's people out here saying, and there's a man saying I identify as a woman. So you can tell me, I can't tell your motherfucking ass I identify as an alpha male and I'm gonna act accordingly. And because you don't know what it is,
right?
A lot of people didn't know what a whole bunch of this shit was. And people keep creating words and creating shit on stopping shit, talking about toxic masculinity. Bitch, I'm gonna cut you out and leave you the fuck alone. I ain't gonna cut you out too long. I'm gonna tell you 2 words. Fuck you, you stupid. Bye. That's a man, that's a woman, and ain't got nothing to do with what your sexual shit is, and don't get it twisted. When I say this, I mean this. I don't give a fuck about gay people. And I'm saying it because do what they gonna do. That's their life. I don't give a fuck about that.
Talk that
I
shit.
give a fuck about regular love. Black man, black woman, white man, woman, love. Now, understood this. I put this on Facebook the other day about when we gonna have a straight parade. Motherfuckers got, what is that? That's a band, maybe? Somebody play a band?
Twan, mute your damn phone, man.
I bet he muted his stuff.
Police ass nigga, mute your fucking phone.
That was not me, you time niggas. That is not me.
But mute your thing. I bet you everything stopped. Go on, do it.
I love Twan. Go ahead, ball.
It stops. Anyway, when a man and a woman get together as far as a family, when a man and woman get together as far as a black family, white family, whatever case may be, they create a child. You can instill whatever you want in this child, but the first thing you're going to instill is love. This child grows up, he makes his decisions on if he's going to be a fireman, if he's going to be a dentist, or whatever case may be. Now he make his sexual preference. That don't mean because the mom and the daddy was, a straight relationship that kid gonna be that way. But let me ask you something. That kid knew love first. He knew love first. He knew where love came from. His mother loved him. His father loved him. He decided to go over here and do what he got. Congratulations. You can't tell no motherfucker what the fuck. And if you don't understand and the motherfucker's giving you a definition, like me, like Brady, I wish a motherfucker would be mad at me about some alpha male shit. I ain't like y'all. Y'all blessed. I'm gonna look around, make sure ain't no cameras. Who you talking to? Don't ask me no motherfucking questions, man. Get the fuck away.
But look, let me ask y'all this though, right? Because we all see, we said this way. What's the difference between toxic masculinity versus alpha male?
Ain't no motherfucking such thing as toxic.
I didn't think so. Go ahead.
That's like they put supersize on some shit.
No, I'm gonna address that. I actually do think it's a such thing as toxic masculinity, but I think the term is used too often in the wrong context. And I think when you are a certain male with old school values and you believe in certain things and you're not feeding into this new world bullshit, they'll try to throw the toxic masculinity label at you to discredit or to try to fucking whitewash what you're saying. But there is a such thing as toxic masculinity. Like telling
what is what, Larry? What
like
is toxic
telling men don't cry, man up and all that shit. Like That's not real manhood. Again, you got a lot of people telling men what manhood is that don't fucking know.
Okay.
And so my thing is, I'm not even going to listen to you, but in order to get a proper example of what manhood is, you got to have men stepping up being fucking men so that you see a walking, shining example of what manhood is. And it doesn't mean being perfect. It doesn't mean not having shit with you or whatever. It's just meaning being the best man you can be for who you're providing for, being responsible. So if you tell your boys, don't cry, men don't cry, or don't show emotion. I'm not saying you should cry every fucking 5 minutes. I'm not saying you should be emotional about every goddamn thing, but you can be human and still be a man. You can love and still be a man. You can hug your woman. You can be vulnerable and still be a man. So when you're telling somebody up shit like that, that's toxic to me because it's not a true representation of what manhood is. A lot of rappers use toxic masculinity. Fuck these bitches. These bitches ain't nothing but hoes and yada, 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 right?
I think them aggressive gay people.
But, right, because to me, when you go to jail, nigga, that's who's gonna hold you down. Like, I was doing the show one time and I saw a table full of hustlers and they were saying MOB, right? And I said, yo, I ain't know what the term meant at the time. So I was like, MOB, what's that? And they was like, it's money over bitches. And I said, yo, that's the gayest shit I ever heard. So they was like, what you mean? I said, listen, man, the only reason I'm trying to get some money is so I can get some bitches, right? So everybody bust out laughing. And then I said, look, I done got some good paydays in my day, but I never got a chick that made my dick hard. So they was like, well, you getting the wrong goddamn checks. I said, no, you fucking with the wrong bitches. Because that's the only thing make my dick hard. It ain't money. Like this narrative where we don't need women or you don't love women, but you got all these love for your homies. That shit don't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's why I had to stop smoking reefer with niggas in 94, because you have to share the blunt with a nigga. If I'm gonna smoke, we're gonna treat this like this is my cup, like this is my water bottle. I'm not gonna drink no water bottle and pass the sidekick and he pass it back. Then he gonna pass the ball head. We sucking off the same lip. Fuck out of here. So you are absolutely right, Larry. I agree with you 100%. But you gotta understand, a lot of motherfuckers have opinions. So now when they come out here, and it's cool to have the dialogue. What's the underground? What's the the understanding, underlying meaning? Twan, what you think, bro?
Who is?
Yeah, nigga, that's your phone.
I need to unmute my mic. I got ADD, and
who is Junior?
Get him, boy.
Y'all been knowing he been shooting at us the whole. He told Grady, take your hat off. I'm trying to see something.
He a 5150. That's what he is.
JR. Oh, it's JR Junior.
Yeah, no, he from 5150.
He couldn't type it at once.
No, he 51. It's a lot of people that probably from 5150, but it don't matter. Go ahead, Twan.
I just slapped shit off somebody. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with that.
I'm ready to put somebody
on Mondays, nigga. It should be violent.
Put somebody in the armbar. I was a defensive tactics instructor, so I'm ready to utilize my skills. So
hit him in what?
He know how to fight. That's what he's saying. He know how to really
I'm
fight.
a defensive tactics instructor.
So he know how to fight is what he's saying.
Oh,
niggas don't know how to fight. They go out there wilding and shit like that. But then if you ever seen What's the Dude with the Big Head, Bruce Lee, he would sit there and just be waiting on you to bring your bullshit, and then he use your energy against against it,
And when you use the push-pull techniques, I'll take all your energy you got on me, and I'm gonna use it to my advantage.
That's it.
That's the thing that you get a nigga with my old mentality, fighting a motherfucker like Twan and do that shit. I gotta shoot the shit out of him, man. This man,
but look, hold on,
hit me somewhere that I ain't even know could be hurt. Man, fuck out of here.
But like this, hold on, let me say something. Hold on, Larry, hold on. Let's say this. All five of us on here, right? That right there, that lets you know it is more niggas that's not willing to take that ass whooping and be embarrassed because he ain't good with the hands. So Twan is like, I'm good with the hands for real. Most niggas don't know how to fight. It's cool to jump a nigga. It's cool to shoot a nigga. But when a nigga say, me and you square up in front of everybody, and Twan saying, all right, nigga, talk nigga take his shot, and the nigga say, click, he put the clip-o in with the fully, and then blast him. That don't mean you know gorilla. That means you can't fight.
I got good hands too, but if Twan hit me up under my underarm and swell it up, I'm killing this nigga, man.
Hey, listen,
that nigga got
that's gonna hurt. You ever had a up under? You never had no underarm. Ain't nothing.
I had that same. They teach you just enough to get your ass whipped. That's what they teach.
Oh shit.
But you still got to street in there. You got to throw a little street in there.
That nigga throw a punch and make you pee. You like that nigga dying.
Hey, that's the type of nigga I ain't gonna fight. I'm just gonna run up and tickle his ass and keep running.
I just think if we really did like this, right? You know, sidekick from Brooklyn, Head from the Crib, Larry from B-More, Twan from Richmond, I'm from Chicago. If we taught young little niggas, put them motherfucking backs down, get busy. Get busy. We ain't gonna let none of your whole niggas jump. We ain't finna let a nigga choke you out. You just finna go ahead and squabble and get it off your chest. Now, is it over?
That's back then.
No. I'm saying it's okay to bring it back. It's okay to bring it back because see, a lot of people don't know, Ballhead can fight. Boxing nigga, Golden Glove nigga. Right? Some niggas, you just gonna be like, oh shit. So he'll just sit there and chill because if shit do jump off, he one of them niggas that know how to. If you watch real fighters, they shut the fuck up in time of war. They not gonna roar. They not doing none of that, right? So if Twan say I'm a defense tactic nigga, that means for those that don't know what defense means, he is not trying to hurt you. He is not. He's not about to advance on you. He's gonna wait till you do something, and then he gonna Wing Chun your goofy ass and put you all in the situation, fuck your glasses up, pull you a wedgie by your little shirt, put you in the arm bar, make you look dumb, do the Mel Gibson, I'm gonna dislocate your shoulder because your goofy ass don't know how to fight. Learn how to fight before you start talking. I'll whoop a nigga, right? So
let me tell you one of the biggest things too, also about fighting.
What? Twan, mute your phone.
Ballhead shit, man. He is frozen for a minute. Ballhead was frozen for 22 minutes.
All y'all was gone.
Ballhead looked like he fell asleep. It looked like you went to sleep, boy. I realized, like, oh, you hear the nigga talking and shit.
Man, you don't get your Boondocks hairdo having ass out of
Ballhead was throwing his voice and shit. That nigga been trilling with.
What I tell y'all, it's a situation you can fight. You can learn how to fight all day,
right?
But real talk,
come on,
motherfuckers got to be able to learn. Most of the time, to be like, "Hey man, is this shit working?"
Right,
exactly.
Is it really working? And if you can talk that other nigga, and I ain't talking about talking him down because you scared. You talk him down and be like, "Look, nigga, we might have this fight, and I might win, you might win. If I fuck you up and then you mad and want to come back and kill me, nigga, is this shit working?"
Right.
Sometimes we got to be able. That's one of the first things teaching these young niggas is how to be able to walk away. Stop thinking, "Oh man, I'm a man." No, you ain't, nigga. Men talk.
So let me say this to you, G.
Or just walk the fuck away. I got too much.
Right.
Is that
too much lose?
You saying that? Is that 50-year-old Ballhead? Is that 50-year-old Grady? Is that 50-year-old Twan? Is that 50-year-old Larry Lancaster? Because if you was 22. And Sidekick was 22, Antoine 22, Larry 22. Ain't nobody turning down shit. They like, nigga, let's get it.
I had nothing to lose then.
That's the one. That's the thing. Back when I was younger,
had shit to lose.
Before I got shot 5 times for whooping the motherfucker, I never had a problem with saying, "Hey man, you really want to get into it? Are you serious, nigga? And I'll tell a nigga in a minute, nigga, I ain't ducking for nothing, but if this shit ain't working, I'm not gonna fight with you about this bitch, man.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know she had no man. That's no man with no key. Shit, I done went in there played with your kid and every motherfucking thing. She mad at you. Y'all figure this shit out. You know, you gotta pick your battle. That's why we got to make it to be 50.
Real shit.
You think about what I'm saying, because these young niggas ain't even making it to be 18.
Yeah.
Much less 50. Nigga, and now the 50-year-old me is like, but I still like to fight. But look, the 50-year-old really be just trying to just chill. Right. I try to stay every nigga that you know that you ain't seen. First thing, man, what you been up to? Staying out the way. I'm gonna stay out the way, but I'm a man. Yeah. You ain't gonna run up on me and in the heat of the moment, oh, this nigga don't want to do that. Man, you crazy than the motherfucker. I want all the smoke, nigga. But I'm not starting no shit.
Right. The crazy shit is this, right? Because that goes back to when we was talking about what's alpha and what's, most of the niggas, they have bruised egos, right? So if Sidekick get into some shit and he whoop a nigga, really embarrass him, but it's really just a fight. He just got the best of him.
We gotta leave
from behind because some niggas leave. Right? We gotta leave. Right?
Coming back.
Right? So here's the difference. If we saying we leaders, because being 45 years old, we leaders, nigga. So now we telling I got sons, I'm like, look, babe, that ain't how you do it. This is how you do it. Shut the fuck up. And if you know that you're not really about to go there, leave it alone. Don't say nothing. Don't give the energy sometimes, because it allows this motherfucker over here to really get upset because you going back and forth and changing, or you just be like, all right, well, I'm in it, right? So if we tell the young boys, like, look, man,
I love cracking jokes. I love signifying. So I gotta get, because there was so many people that done shot at a motherfucker. I couldn't get them all back. So I'm just gonna say this. I'm old school. Yo, mama. Go there, your mama.
You want smoke links,
right? He do.
And that nigga said, I don't want no motherfucking smoke links.
But if you put it in that context, y'all, like we just being alphas, and we just being a man, be like, look, man, what we beefing over? Because you talked to my girl, or I bumped into your shoe. I didn't even know that was your girl. When I had that situation with Tony Rock and we in motherfucking Miami, we didn't know that Face was talking to some Cuban mafia nigga that's like street nigga. That's his wife. She didn't even say, that's my husband over there. That's my husband. He didn't know, but I said, okay, I got to think like this. We got to have survival tactics. Right. So Tony, get Face. Let's get the fuck up out of here. Everybody following Grady. And I'm like, they like, man, what about the bitches and shit? When I brought him on Alpha Nation, he talking about it like, yo, Grady, you a real nigga. I'm like, no, I'm thinking survival. I ain't here for the dumb shit. Clubs is cool, but it's so many egos and it's so many niggas because we coming in here, and then nigga turn around and be like, yo, man, that's my wife. And like, we don't want the bitch. Let's go. This box service. We don't give a shit about this. We getting up out of here. So I'm saying when it come down to really problem solving, dog.
Yeah.
Niggas don't really want to problem solve because he feels like if the bullshit hit the fan, he feel like he a chump because I let the nigga walk away. This my city. That's my bitch. It's my club. You know what I mean? So I just think if all of us really just let niggas know, like, look, nigga.
Let me be a chump. That's still above ground.
Right.
Wake up the next day. Out here free in the street. Because hey, motherfucker won't. I shot a nigga when I was 16, right? He ain't died. But I'm gonna tell you why I shot this nigga. Shut the fuck up, Antoine.
I don't want to myself. The statute of limitations been gone from this goddamn problem.
I'm like,
the man is alive.
I don't want to hear this.
He is alive. The man is alive.
Like I want to say, bald head, as your lawyer.
Back the fuck away.
This is a known situation that was in the hood. I was like one of them young niggas, man.
Yeah.
Them young stupid niggas, and I ran up on the nigga. I actually ran up on a future me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking crazy to this nigga, man. And that nigga slapped the shit out of me. My daddy had never slapped me like that. The nigga, let me tell you something. I was on a bike. It was me and 4 of my friends. We was on some bikes, and the nigga almost ran us over. So we rolled down on him like, nigga, what? I'd have hopped off my bike, throw my bike on the ground like, nigga, woo. Man, that nigga said, man, you don't go on, boy, before I fuck you up. I said, man, you ain't gonna fuck. You better watch how the fuck you driving. I just happened to glance at my boy and them. They getting off their bikes. So you know that naturally make me like, yeah, we gonna fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I look back at dude, that nigga smacked me so hard. I look back at them niggas. Them niggas was on their bikes.
Look at Juwan face.
Hey, the nigga smacked me so hard that I didn't understand. And this was my first lesson. I didn't understand that the embarrassment was real. I shot that nigga in his leg, shot him up.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find out, niggas in the neighborhood like, nigga, do you know who you shot? You shot a killer. So, you know, I knew who motherfucker to talk to. He knew who to talk to. Everything got squashed. But years later, I ended up in the county jail on some traffic shit. Guess who running the motherfucking deck?
Oh, the nigga.
He like, hey, motherfucker in there knew me. They were like, yeah, man, that's GD, woo, woo. And nigga seen me. He said, man, yeah, you know I'm running this deck, man. You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm saying to myself, ooh, my sister don't hurry up and bind me up out there. Nigga get my brains beat together. Ain't no nigga above it. Ain't no nigga above it. Then some years after that, I seen him. We older now. And we laughed about that shit. He said, man, I never fucked with no young nigga again trying to punk him because you never know what these niggas got. And I told that nigga, I said, I never talked crazy to a grown motherfucker ever again. So we both learned something and we lived from it. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of these cats thinking if they walk off from a situation that they gonna be hoes. No, you gonna be living.
Right.
You gonna be living. And if you feel like you want to die for it, nigga, go to the army where they had war.
Right.
But
see, that's the part about the toxic. That's the part about the toxic masculinity that I was talking about, Grady. It's about worrying about what other people saying and not being taught by other men that sometimes you're gonna take it out. And that's the way we came up. If we had a squabble, we fought, motherfuckers stood by, made sure it was a fair one. You shook hands, and then niggas went back to playing. And see, those days aren't really there no more because you don't have older cats, you don't have grown-ass men to supervise that type of shit.
You know, we had uncles and we had daddies that was in that backyard, that big brother, put them gloves on, or sometimes you didn't have no gloves. Right. Oh, y'all arguing in my house? Going on out there and fight.
Right.
My old man on some bullshit. Whoever lose, I'm beating their ass. We out there for hours.
And you learn how to take an ass whipping. It wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't the worst shit that could happen to you.
Right?
No.
Man, dog. Man, this was dope to do, man. You know what I'm saying? This was very informative for me because, you know, Head, I ain't know that about you. You know, I ain't know that about a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Sidekick.
What's up?
Hey, Grady.
What's up, bro?
Grady. You been knowing all of us for 20 years. What the fuck you talking about?
Cocaine.
No, wait. I'm gonna tell you.
I mean, was anybody wondering that shit?
I'm gonna tell you. When I met Rawhead, and you know, over the years, he never told me no shit like that just because he learned a valuable lesson about, you know, friendship. He learned his lesson about saying slick shit nigga that he don't know, and then he learned something from it. Twan saying, hey man, I don't want to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey nigga, I'm the police. I'm a defense. You know what I'm saying? Right? Larry, when you showed me that when I was down there, you was showing me great. I used to work in the castle and shit, the big jail and shit, right? Yeah. Right. You know what I mean? You know, and sidekick, you know, if we get into some shit, you beat a nigga up, nigga, you can't come back to the tour in that city. We gotta have you got a hidden revival situation, nigga. You gotta do the mixer, nigga. You can't do the show. You know, I didn't. So I didn't know. I had no idea. That's what I'm saying. Like people don't know motherfuckers, man. And walking away from an altercation, just like right here, I think my man just said something. I think what he said. I walked away from a couple altercations. It eats at your ego over the years, but hey, it is what it is, right? And I think he just said
that's a big point right there.
That's a great point, only because he said in the time of conflict, he said he chose to be the bigger person, but he lived to tell about the shit because all of us know how many tough niggas that's dead, that's locked up. And then, first of all, I don't want to get into it on nigga and go into it. And Ballhead used to do this bit when I first started. Man, that nigga used to do this joke where he was like, I don't want to be in no forceful relationship. And I was like, nigga, that's genius. So he's saying if I get locked up, you know, the propaganda is you get to prison, and nigga gonna tell you sit on this bed, nigga, give me your woo-woos and your wham-whams and your potato chips and your Faygo Red Pop and your cigarettes and your coffee and your Danishes. And matter of fact, wash my drawers because you sleeping on the top bunk because I want to grab your ass. All because a nigga wanted to be tough in the street. Now you got to deal with a nigga.
I seen a nigga literally in jail washing another nigga drawers, and it's not in the washing machine.
No,
he was washing. And I didn't like, he was on top of the washing machine, spraying them out, doing shit, and I was like, I looked at the drawers and I looked at the nigga. I said, man, who motherfucker? And my boy, the OG in jail, grabbed me, hey man, come on, walk up. I said, what? He said, man, you stupid, man. I know what you finna say. I was like, man, them don't look like him. Them is not his drawers, man. That's the nigga that and I said, how the fuck do you get a nigga to watch your drawers? You just gonna kill me and fuck me while I'm dead. You ain't finna goddamn it. You can give me.
Hey, Ballhead,
the man say the nigga that was in jail, older nigga, but this nigga was in the gym like he one of them solid niggas. Man, he told that nigga to pull his pants up a couple times, and nigga never want to pull his pants up. He said, I keep seeing your motherfucking drawers around here, and one day you gonna see my drawers. Man, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. The nigga came out one morning, because everybody be thinking that sagging shit is in jail. It ain't starting jail. Man, he hit that nigga so motherfucking hard, they said when he hit him, the bell for lunch went off, and it was like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
Hit that motherfucker in the bell, and that nigga was there the next day.
That nigga Twan dying over there.
Hey, look. Hey, Ballhead. Let me tell you this motherfucking story. Y'all know I worked in the prison for like 13 years, right?
Oh yeah, you did. But you ain't a cop. You're not a cop though.
You're not a cop.
They had a and this goes to say like how prison is, right?
Right.
So this dude talking shit, he the guy chick, right? So the dude, you know how that like you say that forceful relationship shit.
Yeah.
So yo had a dude, he tell him he go out for work. He was a working man, right? He was, fucking the guy, whatever, right? So he tell the motherfucker, listen, you stay on that motherfucking bunk until I come back, right? And this what he do. He sprinkle baby powder on the floor, and he say, if I see a footprint in that shit, I'm gonna fuck you up when I come back. And that's the type of shit that goes on. This dude had to sit on the bed till this man came back from working. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
he wasn't
going to go through that shit.
He wasn't finna get nobody else that booty.
Right. Can you imagine somebody telling you that shit? Nigga, I better not see a footprint in this shit and his baby powder. He sprinkled baby powder on the floor.
It wasn't meant for me to go to jail because when I seen shit in jail, most niggas when they see shit in jail, and Larry, you could tell, niggas didn't laugh about shit. Hey, nigga, a nigga told a nigga one day, hey, boy, you keep walking around here like that, I'm going to make sweet love to you. Nigga, I fell the fuck out laughing. I was like, he just made a pass at you. You're going to be, I told that nigga, I was like, congratulations, you're going to be in a relationship. The nigga that he said that you got mad at me, I said, no, I'm not finna have a relationship or sex with you. Yeah.
So put it like this.
That's gonna be your group.
Hey, Twan. So when you deal with these, when you deal with the streets, right? You know what I'm saying? Are they different when they tough outside versus when they come in and that motherfucker go clink, 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 bling, and then they really
that's all that happens. I mean, when reality hits, everybody think they built for the jails or whatever. They ain't really built for that. They tough on side, but once you get inside, them doors close on you. That clean sound, man. Is Sergeant Scott. You why'd you stuttering? You think I can make a phone call? Or they hit you with the you got an extra tray. Can I get that extra tray? I said, man, you go ahead and get it, man. Go ahead. You all right? Stop acting all timid. You was tough a half hour ago. Now stop acting timid.
So let me say this. So when Larry and Twan, so when you guys was up there and fucking around with the inmates and shit.
Don't say it like that, Grady.
You say, hey,
Larry,
don't like your words.
I know what I'm saying, man.
Grady, I'm gonna need you to restructure that sentence. That's the.
All right, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it different. You guys worked in the prison. When you guys worked in the prison, right?
Doing good so far.
Come on, Grady.
How did you treat the cats that you knew his case wasn't that violent, and they mixed him in with all the other violent inmates, and you know that he really don't need to be in this wing, right? Well, so anybody will know Division 9 and Division 1 is the two.
They're not gonna be in the same unit.
Yeah, they don't do that.
You can have low custody, you can have high custody. You're not gonna have a guy that committed murder, rape, or some serious felony in there with somebody that got petty larceny or grand larceny. They're not gonna be in the same day room.
What fucking prison did y'all go?
No, that's what I'm going to say. That's they different up there.
Let me explain it. It's like this, Grady. You got a classification department. So what they do is they look at who you are, what your past record is, what you've done before, all of that shit, your criminal history, and they pair you with people who are like you. Now, say like I could be a murderer, right?
Okay.
But I'm not in there for murder. I could be in there for some traffic. So they'll put me in with the niggas that's got traffic, even though I'm a murderer, because I'm not a murderer, because I'm not in there for that. So you still can have motherfuckers that's not evenly matched, but they try to do a pretty good job of pairing people with the same shit to lose. So if you're looking at murder, they're not going to house you with somebody who looking at a traffic case, generally speaking. There are mistakes made, and that shit can happen, but it's a classification department. Now, when I worked in the jail, I lived by fair, firm, and impartial. If you was cool with me, I was cool with you. If you was an asshole, then I was an asshole. I wasn't in there trying to get out on nobody. I ain't mistreating nobody. And so I had a reputation as being a fair dude, but I ain't taking no shit. So I was respected.
Twan.
That's all it is. If you respect them, they respect you. That's all pretty much all it is. And
Grady, you know me, I'm a small guy, right? I worked at the penitentiary. I had cats try me. And so what I used to do is I would lock everybody down. I had a dude cuss me the fuck out up and down, call me all kinds of punk, faggot, bitches, and all that shit, right? Okay. And so I'm new. I'm 23 years old, right? So I look like I was fucking 16, working in a maximum security prison. But I had just came from the military, and that was the first place that called me. So I'm on a tier, and when you first start, the old heads give you the keys, and they send your ass upstairs with the murderers and the rapists and the killers just to see how you gonna handle yourself.
You see how you gonna handle it, baby. See where you're
I'm up there 145 pounds. You know, I'm a little motherfucker fresh out the military. So the guy cussed me out and I'm burning inside, right? I'm mad as shit because he talking shit. So, but I got to keep my head because if I get into an altercation with him, first of all, I'm up there with 100 inmates and that's how riots start, but by not thinking. Okay. So I said, I'm going to keep my cool. I'm going to let him say what he going to say. So he go to rep, he come back, everybody going in their cells. I lock everybody down real quick and I leave him out. So he looking at me like, Niggas like, yo, I said, no, go to fucking the cell. I'm locking everybody down, get everybody in, right? And I take him on the back landing where I'm not supposed to take inmates, but I don't want nobody around but me and him. So I say, look, man, I don't disrespect y'all. You're not going to disrespect me. If you can't talk to me like you got some fucking sense, you're going to have to fight me every time you see me. So the nigga looked me up and down like I could snap his little ass neck, but he respected the fact that I was willing to risk that just to, you know, and I ain't call a whole bunch of motherfuckers to stomp them. I ain't write them up to send them to lock up. I handled it man to man, and he respected me after that. And I had to do that 2 or 3 times until Cass understood, like, yeah, we probably could fuck Shorty up. You know, they don't, you know, but it was a point of they respected the way I went about shit.
That's all it is, man. It's all about
what the fuck is he talking about?
Soon prison will be co-ed. You can't have gender equality without that.
Fuck out of here.
It might happen.
If it do, I hope they lock up some old bitches I know. I'm going in. I'm going in.
No, that's
a lot of trouble.
If you're a transgender man, they'll separate you. They got, you know, they'll put you on protective custody and shit like that. You won't be in general population. They'll isolate you so you don't, you know.
Why did you bring that up?
Who? Oh, the guy?
No, you. Who the fuck gives a damn about a transgender? I'm talking about real cookie women.
Bald head. Listen,
when he said it's gonna be co-ed,
you can't have gender equality without that. So I'm figuring he talking about transgenders because you know damn well they ain't putting no women with no men.
That's what I said. But if they do, I know a lot of niggas that's gonna go in there.
Yeah, but you know, working in the prison or jail, it makes you have tough skin too, because you know, between like me and Larry, you don't know how many punk motherfuckers, ass nigga, how much stuff people talk all day, every day. If you had a goddamn uniform on, Scott, I goddamn whoop your goddamn ass.
That's funny. This whole thing is cracking me up because y'all was 2 guards, you the police, I was a motherfucking inmate.
And now we on an alpha male comedy tour, coming to a city.
Right.
We got a mixture of shit. We got prior shooters.
After this, we going to Disneyland.
Yo, man, I'm glad we did this, man. This was fun, dog. It was a fun episode, man. I want everybody that's in the chat room, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. DJ Sidekick, tell the people where they can find you from, brother.
IG, Facebook, your favorite DJ's favorite DJ, all one word. Your favorite DJ's favorite DJ. Got coming up March 4th at the Wind Me Down Kick on Zoom. Conversations. I'm gonna have all my brothers on here at one point in time talking about how, you know, music affected their lives at some point in time. There's a song that takes you somewhere at some time at all periods of life. So we talk about that. Then Sundays, Chocolate Sunday on Zoom at the Laugh Factory. We ain't been in that bitch in over a year. Right. On Zoom, and hey, Alpha Male Tour
all day. Antoine, tell the people they can find you at, brother.
Man, you can find me, man, on social media platforms, man. The Antoine Scott. That's TheAntoinesCott. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, the whole 9 yards. Check me out. I'll be in Newport News this weekend. No matter when you watch this, I'll be in Newport News this Saturday on February the 27th. I'll be at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone on February the 28th. Me and Justin Whitehead, hosted by Angus Black, this Sunday. First show already sold out. Second show gonna be sold out, man. Get these tickets. And I'll be in Baltimore burying my great-great-grandfather this coming Wednesday. Grandfather, I love you. I'm gonna be there and we're gonna send you off on the right way. We finna get ignorant at the film.
Larry Lancaster, other people can find you at, bro.
Hey, I'm just always amazed at Sidekick's voice, man. Like, Sidekick sound like a motherfucking Baptist preacher, but this nigga 6'4", about 300 pounds. If I saw Sidekick, the type of nigga that get your ass whipped by your baby mama, because You listen to him on the phone and he talking shit, and I'm like, nigga, I can take this nigga. And then I see him, and it's like, oh shit, it's a motherfucking grizzly. That nigga voice, that nigga be catfishing motherfuckers with that voice. And then
you like, never mind.
yeah, I saw. No, I was just talking shit, man. I ain't, you know.
Yeah,
Man.
So you can find me at comedian Larry Lancaster. I ain't as busy as Antoine. Antoine acting like he already took the
that nigga easy. Goddamn.
That nigga moving around like he don't give a fuck.
Oh.
That nigga said, "Fuck COVID, nigga. I'm waiting.
I got a house
turning down Zoom shows and shit." This nigga, if you working like that, we can start the tour up, Grady. What the fuck? Antoine, it seemed like.
What?
Oh, shit.
This nigga, he almost sound like he don't have time to bury your granddad. Like I'm on my way towards him.
Hey, he gonna go right in that funeral and say, "You got it," and walk out.
Y'all heard that nigga sketch? So listen, he making us look bad, Antoine. God damn.
I forgot Thursday. I'm at Sunday Service Soul Food Thursday night. Me and Jay back in the Sauce Band. We Thursday night from 7 to 11. Sauce Band. Richmond. Come on.
He's still doing shit. Okay, so listen.
Nigga still looking at his calendar.
Right, still talking about shows. You can catch me. You can catch me at the Antidote tour.
Man.
I'll be opening for Dr. Fauci. That nigga like I'm opening for Dr. Fauci. So
Oh shit.
What can they pay you, Larry?
Listen, man, I got a radio show, Throwback Saturdays on WEAA 88.9. I'm very proud of it. I play great music. We had great topics. We talk about everything from politics to pap smears, and the music is great. So if you're out of the area, which is most of you are, you can go to weaa.org and listen. It's Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And I'm just glad to be here, man. Chop it up with you brothers, man. Grady, you owe me overtime because you said 45 minutes. This shit was an hour and 32. That's why Grady beard then grew since we've been on this fucking call. Grady, that shit get any bigger, you're not gonna be able to hold your damn head up. You're gonna have to do some neck exercises. That fucking beard, you gotta do reps for that motherfucker. That beard is I don't know if your chin's strong enough for that damn beard.
Oh, man.
Your chin must be like the dad from the father from the Incredibles or some shit. Like,
oh shit. Oh shit.
This nigga is growing into his t-shirt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Tell me where you from.
Y'all can catch me on Facebook and Instagram, comedian Baldhead Phillips. My podcast is back up and running this Saturday, 4 p.m. Baldheads podcast on YouTube. Please go subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, comedian Baldhead Phillips. Got a new character that I'm working on. It's gonna be killing it. Grown baby.
Shit, I saw that Baldhead. That shit look like it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Of course.
This shit gonna be crazy, man. Crazy.
So, man, I want to tell everybody, man, I love you guys, man. This your boy Ray Grady. Appreciate the chat room was on fire. They was in this motherfucker. They stayed with us. I appreciate y'all, man. Come back. We do Alpha Male Mondays every Monday. Listen, man, I really needed this. I know Twan, you really needed it, bro. I know where your energy is at. So I'm glad that we all got together and, you know, made you laugh a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Love you, boy. Everybody that's on right here for Ray Grady. Twitter, Instagram at Grady Comedy, Facebook Ray Grady, Alpha Nation. Go ahead, please subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share it, and hit the notification bell, man. We do this every Monday. Love each and one of you brothers.
You saw that shit, sidekick.
Well, Ray, get your ass out of here.
Hey, this your boy, man. We over here at Alpha Male Monday. We're gonna get up out of here so Larry can take his punk ass to go to sleep. So Twan can do his little push-up. So Baldhead can go
hey, take your hat off so they can see that motherfucking bat signal on top.
Yeah, look at that nigga. That nigga look like Eddie Munster. Remember the motherfucking Eddie Munster?
Oh,
nigga.
No,
you talk about it.
He the villain. He the villain that was fighting Shazam. Adam.
Salute to all my Grady gang out there. Appreciate y'all, man.
Brady,
it's your boy
Brady hairline been gentrified by his forehead.
It's two midgets on each side of his hairline.
I said,
they don't be
get out of here, man.
They don't tell that nigga pull his pants up. They say pull your hairline up.
Pull your hairline back, nigga.
I'm not. All right, y'all.